That night when Vasudev stepped into my waters with the divine child, I knew. So I rose to touch his feet. Poor Vasudev, how that scared him. I can still see Devaki, desolate, filled with longing. The little blue baby was always before her eyes. She talked of nothing but him. She asked Vasudev to tell her once again about the night of miracles. How the doors flung open and the guards fell asleep. How Sheshnag shielded the child from the rain. How he found Yashoda and Gokul and left the child in her care, unnoticed. A deep yearning seized her, imagining his lips parted in a smile and his beautiful eyes looking up at her. She woke early to swing the cradle and offer him milk and sing to him. Centuries later, Devaki's simple play became a practice of worship on the path of devotion. Around 500 years ago, I think it was, there came about a revival of bhakti. What an extraordinary time of enlightenment, art and poetry. Thousands fell under its spell, even in remote places like Manipur. I often hear the boatmen talk of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's search for Vraj, how he longed to travel to my shores. Once, he says, when the Mahaprabhu gathered with his devotional community at Jagannath Puri and danced ecstatic at the Rath Yatra, he cried out, "Where is that place where Krishna was born? Where is the Yamuna river? Where are the fields where he grazed his cows? And where is Vrindavan?" A deep longing to go to these places rose in his heart, and he sent his most trusted followers to look for the land of Vraj. I remember when his closest disciple Rupa Goswami first came, and then Sanatan Goswami came soon after, to discover Krishna's Lilas thalis. I watched silently as they built their first temples here, of which now there are thousands. "Ah, the land of Vraj," they cried ecstatic, "the land of Krishna. The Vraj Mandala vast like an ocean, of which Mathura is the lotus and Vrindavan its nectar. All who come to drink of it will swim in bliss." I seem to recall one young Gopi specially, who was new to Vrindavan.
Oh, how this Vrindavan grows upon the spirit, steals into the heart. I thought life here would be dreary, but it is not so. The scent of the flowers, the swaying of the trees, lull my heart into a deep content.
In the early morning, bathing at my ghat, they flung water upon one another and wetted one another's hair. They cried, "Hari Hari," and some wept, and one cried, "Krishna," and almost swooned. "Oh, my heart breaks. When will he come?" Hearing their cries, the new Gopi wondered, "Who is this Krishna?"
Krishna, a beautiful name, a sweet, sweet word, an exquisite word. It steals into my heart. Truly, It is a name full of color, full of light, full of music. And this Krishna, is he too full of color, full of light, full of music? Krishna, who might he be? Ah, one day I shall know.
They say that in Vrindavan, like when we go to Giriraj, they say if you pick up a stone also from here, they experience the Veera of Krishna, they experience the Veera of Vrindavan. So they shouldn't pick up even a stone from here. It's good to be in Vrindavan, no?
Yeah, finally.
Street, everywhere it's Sri Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna. And you hear the temple bell somewhere, you hear kirtan somewhere, you just get a feel, you know. Do you think we'll be able to cover up all the main 7 temples today?
আজকে আমাদের দ্বিতীয় দিনের পরিক্রমা শুরু হয়েছে। এখন আমরা ভাতরলে এসেছি। আমার খুব আনন্দিত যে আমি 2007-এ করেছি, দীর্ঘ 3 বছর পর আবার আমি 2011-তে এই পরিক্রমা করতে পারছি।
Krishna may have lived several centuries ago, yet his memory is so compelling that thousands still come to sing his name and hear his stories. Some come on pilgrimage each year, and then some I have seen who feel so powerfully drawn to Krishna, so filled with Gopi bhav, the love of a Gopi for Krishna, that they come to live in Vrindavan, to live absorbed in him forever.
जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, बोलिए सांवरिया सरकार की जय।
Krishna's name enchanted those who heard it, and it spread through songs far and wide, awakening the longing to know him and to travel to the land of Vraj, to the exact locations of his Lilas. One of these is Radha Kund, the holiest of waters, with Shyam Kund by its side. Radha once teased Krishna, asking him to purify himself after killing the demon bull. Krishna drew water out from the ground with his flute and challenged Radha to do the same. And of course she did, matching his brilliance with a divine radiance of her own.
There came to the ghat today a figure that seemed made of light. So wonderful was her face that all gazed upon her, and gazing, forgot the world. And as I looked upon the radiant one, my heart leapt in my breast, and then was still, and I was filled with an unspeakable love and reverence and awe. I turned to a companion and whispered, Who is she? Don't you know Radha? My, you are ignorant. Radha? Yes, Radha, the beautiful, the pure Bhakt and Guru of our Krishna. Radha, the Bhakt of Krishna? Radha, the Guru of Krishna? Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna. Was there ever such music since creation began? I went home as in a trance. With each step, even my anklets were chiming, Radha Krishna, as I walked.
ब्रज की आराध्या है राधा रानी। राधा को कृष्ण ने सबसे अधिक माना है। अलादिनी शक्ति मानी गई हैं। यहाँ रिक्शा चलने वाला भी आवाज़ देगा तो आपसे ये नहीं कहेगा हट जाइए, राधे राधे। परोसगारी करने वाला आपसे ये नहीं कहेगा कि परोसगारी लो, पूड़ी लो, कचौड़ी लो, राधे राधे। लेना है तो राधे राधे और नहीं लेना है तो राधे राधे।
I'm quite excited about seeing this Satya stand. You know, remember that story? हाँ, बढ़िया स्थान है ना?
When strains of melodious love songs fill the air and wash over me, I am reminded of Tatyasthan, a very special place of deep and concentrated bhakti. Each leaf, each tree is said to be the embodiment of Radha and Krishna.
गणेश जी अपनी सूंड द्वारा जो है राधा रानी का स्वागत करते हुए लता पता जमीन में फैलाए हुए हैं।
ये बहुत
बोला जाता है
पवित्र वृक्ष है।
ये राधा रानी का साक्षात झूला है। दो 200 गाय हैं। यहाँ की गाय गौशाला का ये है, अगर आप एक बार राधे बोलेंगी तो आपके राधे बोलने से तो 200 गाय आ जाएंगी।
राधे श्याम आ जाओ भैया।
I have seen Krishna's flute enchant all who come here. This is the place that spoke to saints like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Vallabhacharya. Surdas came to live here and write his devotional poems. And when Mirabai came, she lost herself. At first, there is an attraction to his name, and then an eagerness to hear his stories, a desire to know more.
My heart leaping, my pulse racing, with a new sweet joy, I asked, "How old is this Krishna?" 10 years old, but in wisdom and in strength, a god. A god? But 10 years old? A child? Really, of all unbelievable things, truth is the most unbelievable.
प्यारे आ जाओ प्यारे आ जाओ प्यारे आ जाओ प्यारे आ जाओ ओ प्यारे आ जाओ प्यारे आ जाओ प्यारे आ जाओ प्यारे आ जाओ नंद लाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद नंद लाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद हे गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल आ जाओ गोपाल आ जाओ गोपाल आ जाओ गोपाल आ जाओ नंदलाल आ जाओ नंदलाल आ जाओ नंदलाल आ जाओ नंदलाल आ जाओ ओ गोपाल आ जाओ गोपाल आ जाओ गोपाल आ जाओ गोपाल आ जाओ ओ
When pilgrims from Manipur come, they tell me it is a place steeped in bhakti. Their tradition of enacting the stories of Krishna began over 400 years ago, when their king made Vaishnavism the state religion. Manipuri Vaishnavas consider it their great good fortune to have their children selected to play the role of Krishna Longing to see Krishna perform his heroic deeds, the people of Manipur stage his Lilas and bring him to life through their own children.
श्री कृष्ण भगवान अपने सखाओं के साथ वन में खेल रहे थे।
तो इंद्र की पूजा करने के लिए सब लोग तैयारी कर रहे थे, तो उन्होंने इंद्र की बजाय गोवर्धन नामक पर्वत की पूजा करवाई थी।
सुदामा जी हट करने लगे कि नहीं, मुझे तो मेरी गेंद चाहिए, कि मैया मारेगी हमको।
तो डूबने लगे, उनसे बचाने के लिए उन्होंने गोवर्धन नामक पर्वत अपनी छोटी उंगली पे उठा लिया।
अनेक मायावी शक्तियाँ रची सांप ने, परंतु श्री कृष्ण भगवान ने सभी माया को तोड़ दिया।
While it was Chaitanya who initiated the search of Vraj, it was Vallabhacharya who began the Vraj Yatra and established on it 24 baithaks along my banks for the study of Srimad Bhagavad, the most important scriptural work on Krishna.
हमारे सबसे पहले आचार्य श्री वल्लभाचार्य जी भये। दक्षिण में उनको आंध्र प्रदेश में प्रादुर्भाव भयो। व्रज में आप जब पधारे, बहुत आकर्षण लगे यहाँ को। महाप्रभु जी श्री वल्लभाचार्य जी ने व्रज की भक्ति को ही मुख्यता दीनी। भगवान कृष्ण के संग जो प्रेम वह समय अवतार काल में प्रकट भये थे, वो सारे प्रेम को अपने यहाँ की सेवा में जोड़ दियो। भक्ति माने क्या कि भगवान और भक्त के बीच में एक ऐसा संबंध को बन जानो जो संबंध भगवान में भी प्रेम उत्पन्न कर सके। तो जैसे एक माँ और बच्चा के बीच में प्रेम हो गया, वाको नाम वात्सल्य है। यही के कारण से जब पुष्टि मार्ग की सेवा प्रारंभ हो गए है, तो वहाँ में पहले जैसे श्री यशोदा जी प्रातःकाल अपने पुत्र को जगाती, वह भाव सु पद भी बोले जाए हैं।
श्री कृष्ण गोवालिया तुझ बिना धेनु।
उसके बाद ठाकुर जी जागे हैं। जागवे के बाद में जैसे एक बालक को माखन मिश्री है, दूध दही है, ऐसे सब जो सामग्री है, भोग है, वो उनको आरोगाया जाए है। फिर जो है वो स्नान को क्रम चले है, श्रृंगार को क्रम चले है।
यमुना जल माँ केसर घोड़ी स्नान कराऊ श्यामला हल्के हाथे अंगो।
श्रृंगार के भी बहुत सुंदर सुंदर पद हैं। श्रृंगार में जैसे एक स्वरूप को जैसे अपन अपन खुद को श्रृंगार करें, ऐसे एक माँ बालक को श्रृंगार करे, पत्नी पति को जैसे श्रृंगारित करे, सखा सखा को श्रृंगारित करे, कोई भी भाव है वहाँ पे।
सुगंधी नाखिया पू वाकड़िया तुझ वाड़ माँ यमुना जल माँ केसर घोड़ी।
कभी भी हमारे प्रभु हैं उनको परिश्रम नहीं पड़ना चाहिए, ये भाव हमारे यहाँ सबसे मुख्य है। तो हमारे यहाँ प्रत्येक ऋतु जो है वो ऋतु के अनुसार सेवा को क्रम बदलता जाए है। ठाकुर जी को भी वस्त्र भी कैसे आएंगे, हमारे यहाँ क्या है कि जो ठाकुर जी को चुभें ऐसे वस्त्र नहीं आवे, कोमल से कोमल वस्त्र जो उनके श्रीअंग को बहुत अच्छे लग रहे हैं, सुहा में, वही वस्त्र हमारे यहाँ अंगीकार हुआ है।
अधरम मधुरम वदनम मधुरम नयनम मधुरम हसितम मधुरम हृदयम मधुरम गमनम मधुरम मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम। वचनम मधुरम।
करनों के काबिल अगर हम नहीं, हमको काबिल बनाना तेरा काम है। तुमने भक्ति रची ध्यान बंधन रचे।
If he can, the Vrajvasi will celebrate Krishna 8 days a week, especially during the month of Kartik, usually in November, as this month also is the festive Diwali, immediately followed by the New Year feast called Chhappan Bhog. This is a very festive time, a busy time for cooks, as each of Vrindavan's 5,000 temples prepares the 56 dish offerings.
56 भोग क्यों लगाए गए? 57 लगा सकते, 55 लगा सकते। अर्थ ये है कि गोवर्धन ठाकुर जी ने 7 दिन उठाए हो, एक दिना में 8 झांकी होंगे, और 7 दिना में 8 से अगर आप गुणा करेंगे तो 56 झांकी होंगे।
We celebrate the day Krishna took on a fierce Indra who lashed out at him with heavy rains. Krishna lifted the mountain as if it were a pebble and balanced it on the tip of his little finger, protecting the people of Vraj. Since then, pilgrims have been performing the Govardhan Parikrama, still in awe of Krishna's amazing feat. For those who love Krishna, to live in Vraj, to die in Vraj, or spend even one night in Vraj is moksha or liberation. Why would a Vrajvasi ever want to leave a place that was once overgrown with the holy tulsi plant and which is covered with the very dust, the Vraj on which young Krishna played and danced? And where even today, in the midst of the crowded city Vrindavan, they believe that Krishna and the gopis still dance the Ras Leela, here in Seva Kunj and Nidhivan. In the morning they touch the kumkum powder and broken bangles, signs of the night's lovemaking. And so, the story of Vraj really is the story of love. For me this became clear when Uddhav came as Krishna's messenger. When he came and saw the gopis so in love, he too fell in love. He found them in a strange, bewildering state, where while they missed Krishna and longed to be with him, they saw him everywhere. One cried out, "There he is, that Makhan Chor. Let's run and catch him." How can we stay here when he robs us of everything? Another said, "He has gone to the field to feed the cows. But wait, he's coming this way." Seeing his blue lotus face in the dust, our hearts break with love. But wait, here comes our new Gopi. She too in quite a state.
Upon my ears fell a shower of golden music. With that first note of the celestial flute, I was born again, never to die.
"Ah, his flute," said the gopis. "Oh wait, I come. Where is my comb?" "Leave it. My tilak should be red and bright. Where is my kumkum?" "I see nothing but Krishna." What a charming sight, thought Uddhav, now beginning to see. Krishna comes from one side and the moon rises from the other. What a beautiful autumn moon. Each year on this night, the deities shine like moonlight dressed in white for the Maharaj, when Krishna will appear to each gopi as her own. When he returned, Uddhav said, "You see, Krishna, you may be here in Mathura, but I have seen the gopis in Vraj, lost in you, speaking with you, dancing with you. They see you everywhere." And so, as Surdas says, this is Vraj, this is Vrindavan, where your Leela goes on and on and on.
The universe swims in a dark blue radiance. What sweet madness is this? I long to see him. He appears to those who love him, I have heard, wondering when I would be so blessed, for truly I do love him. Near that great tree with the flame-colored blossoms, I stopped. My feet weighed down so that I could not lift them, my senses swimming. A deep golden voice called my name, and I knew it was Krishna. "I come, my lord," I said. And then it seemed a blue sun arose in the heavens and lit up all of Vraj. And before my eager eyes stood a form, celestial, beautiful, so unutterably beautiful.
Memories of his celestial flute haunt me. I can still see the dark clouds gathering and hear a distant rumbling of a late night storm. A night that changed the land of Vraj forever.
मत जाइयो तुम वृंदावन की। अरे अभागा कहीं जा पहुँचा तू कुंज गलिन जमुना तट, तोहे दिखेगा कारो कारो एक छोरा नटखट, जैसे लगावे अधरों से बंसी, मत देखियो उस ओर पथिकवा, मत जाइयो तुम वृंदावन